You are listening to Dragon Kiss by Megan Holtz on the Dark Divine Stories YouTube channel. You can read this chapter on Wattpad. Thank you so much for listening. Prologue Part 3. I decided to watch the fish swim around for a little bit longer. I noticed that some of them get turned around after they hit the bottom of the waterfall. It's fun to watch. I didn't know there were so many different types of fish with so many different colors. It reminds me of how there are so many different types of dragons that come in so many different colors. Zero says there are different types of dragons in different parts of the world. There is ice, fire, earth, and other dragons that can use the elements. He told me a story about a shadow dragon once, but I think he was just trying to scare me. Zero also said that there are dragons that don't look like dragons at all. When I asked what that meant, he got really quiet and just said that some people use dark magic to make dragons look like other things. He said that that type of magic can hurt or even kill a dragon. It is awful that someone would do such a thing to a creature as special and sacred as a dragon. But from how Zero said it, I'm sure that kind of magic isn't just used on dragons. I hear a roar in the distance and decide to head back to the other cave. When I get there, I don't see Onyx. Maybe he is further away than I thought. A shadow comes over the top of the cave. I look up into the opening, but all I see is a tail disappearing. I have a strange feeling, and I'm not sure I want to be here anymore. I have never been afraid of dragons before. They are sacred beings, and as long as you don't give them a reason, they will not harm you. There's another growl, and this time I see the dragon it comes from, and it is an Onyx. The dragon lands in front of me and growls furiously. I take a few steps back. This dragon is angry, I can feel it. I wonder why though. It growls at me again and glares at me. A moment later, he breathes out ice. It hits the wall just a few inches away from where I am standing. The ice sticks to the wall. I bow to the dragon because I really don't know what else to do to appease him or her. The dragon growls again, it's not using words, it's just angry. I peek at the dragon, it's a dark blue color. After it growls again, he sniffs the air. Dragons can smell fear, and I'm trying not to be afraid right now. The dragon lets out a low growl and sniffs again, this time moving closer to me. I let out a breath. I hadn't realized I had been holding my breath until I needed to breathe. I can see my breath. It must be from the ice the dragon breathed out a minute ago. It's made the area around me cold enough for me to see my breath. I don't move though. I have no idea why this dragon is angry, and I don't want to make it worse by moving and making him think that I am a threat. The dragon breathes out and the air becomes cold. I can see its breath and it's directed at me. But I can tell it's not meant to be an act of aggression. The icy mist surrounds me. I feel the cold for a moment and shiver. This cave is warm, and because of that the sudden cold takes a moment to get used to. The dragon comes closer, and from my feet to my head it sniffs me again slowly, as if he's being cautious of me. I look into the dragon's eyes and see confusion mixed with curiosity. The dragon sniffs me again, and I can't help but wonder if I should introduce myself to the dragon. Maybe then he will tell me why it keeps sniffing me. I don't have anything to lose by trying. Here goes nothing. My name is Tessa. I let out a series of dragon-like growls, and the dragon looked even more confused and sniffed me again. I don't think this dragon has ever seen anyone with dragon blood before. He doesn't look old, but he also doesn't look young either. I'm sure he is full grown. He is too big not to be. He keeps sniffing me, as if my scent isn't something he smelled before. It makes me wonder what I smell like to dragons, because Onyx kept sniffing me as well. The dragon lets out a frustrated growl and sniffs me again. Only this time, when he sniffs me, he grabs me with its claw and spreads its wing. Hey wait, what are you doing? I have to say it again, because I don't think he understood what I just said. I hear a growl in the distance. I think that might be Onyx, but all I can see are this dragon's claws. When the dragon takes to the air, I hold on to his claw. I've ridden on dragons before, but I've never been carried by one like this before. I'm afraid he might drop me. It's still snowing, but not as heavy as it was before. I hear another growl and Onyx appears next to the other dragon. Onyx is almost twice its size, maybe bigger, I can't really tell. Onyx tries to bite the dragon carrying me, but the blue dragon lets out a growl full of ice aimed at Onyx. I scream when the blue dragon lessens its grip on me. I tighten my grip on the dragon's claws. I'm afraid that these dragons will start fighting. If that happens, the blue one may drop me, because holding on to me won't help in a fight. Onyx falls behind, but I can't see much of anything else. The blue dragon ignores him and keeps flying. After a few minutes, the blue dragon starts to descend. The claw opens up, I'm not able to hold on. I let out a small scream. The fall is short and the snow cushions my fell. I'm shocked, but I hear a growl that sends a shiver down my spine. I move quickly and look towards where the growl came from. I see a massive light gray dragon and it's glaring at me. I try to swallow, but my throat is dry. I get the overwhelming feeling that I'm not welcome here. The light gray dragon approaches me after the blue one growls something I can't quite make out. Onyx lets out a loud growl when he lands. The growl causes the blue one to breathe out ice in an angry roar. The light gray dragon ignores them and sniffs me. Why do they keep doing that? Do I not look how I smell or what? The light gray dragon looks to the sky and lets out a very loud and strange growl. It feels like the growl is going through me and makes me shudder, but I'm not cold. I feel the sudden urge to go to this dragon. And something deep within me feels strange. I started to feel like I did at home before my mind went blank. A few moments later, I hear many other growls, and when I look towards the growls, I see dragon after dragon flying into the sky as they leave the mountains. These mountains are forbidden, no wonder they are angry, I'm not supposed to be here. But the dragons don't seem angry. As they fly through the sky, their moves are different. A few of the dragons lock claws and they spin in as they fall to the ground. They release breaths of ice and spread their wings just before they hit the ground, avoiding any damage. The dragons twist and turn in the air or around one another. It takes me a moment to realize they aren't just flying, but dancing. I have never seen anything so beautiful in my entire life, and I don't think I will again. Dragons of all sizes and colors are in the air, and more are joining them by the minute. There are so many of them. These mountains must be where the ice dragon nest is located. No wonder these mountains are forbidden. The dragon eggs need to be protected from those who would abuse them after they are born. I see a few small dragons flying around as if this was the most fun thing they have ever done. I see Onyx flying through the air with a beautiful light blue dragon. I can tell by the way they move together that the light blue colored dragon is his mate, because it's the same way my parents' dragons move together when they are just flying around. When dragons are mated to one another, it shows in everything they do. The dragons dance through the sky as I watch. I feel the urge to join them. But I can't, something like this is sacred and for dragons only. I feel privileged just being able to witness it from the ground. A low growl gets my attention and I look to where it came from. At first I looked in the sky expecting to see the dragon there, but I didn't. I see two dragons on the ground, both very large and both are looking at me. One of the dragons is silver and the other reminds me of a blue gem Zero showed me once. He told me it was called a sapphire, or something like that. I feel drawn to them, like I've seen them somewhere before. As the dragons approach me, I hold out my hands to touch them. I can't help it. I feel like we've met before. Both dragons wrap around me, while they rub their heads against me. I have the strange feeling I've done this before, but I can't remember when, where, or which dragons I was with. This feeling continuously goes through my body. The dragons lick me, but not like other dragons have. The licks are small yet affectionate. In a way, it feels like they are hugging and kissing me like a parent would do with their child. Like my parents did when I was younger, and how they still do it just to embarrass me. But this feels different, and I can't help but feel like I belong here. I close my eyes for a moment and then I look at the sky and watch the dragons dance through the sky. I feel like I'm home and I don't want to leave. Thank you for listening to Dragon Kiss Prologue Part 3. If you like this story, please let me know by leaving a like and a comment. This chapter is also available to read on Wattpad. I have many stories on Wattpad, and even more stories are going to be coming to my YouTube channel soon, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Thank you again for listening and have a wonderful day.